Hello friends, welcome to CS Passionate. In this video, we are going to learn about callable statement with IN Parameterized Procedure in MySQL. First of all, I am going to define a procedure. So here, I create a procedure with IN parameter. So I need to pass a parameter as an input over here. I define a procedure with the name emp_in, and as an input parameter I set id. Here I want to update allowance and total salary of an employee. I update allowance for a particular employee by 10%. So I set the update query for allowance, and allowance will be calculated by 10%. (10% of salary allowance is calculated as. So my query is something like update empl set employee allowance equal to employee salary multiply 10 by 100, where employee ID is equals to ID. Here the ID is the ID that I have passed as an input. And my second query is to calculate the total salary, that is salary plus allowance of a particular ID. Now here I'm going to end and click on go. My procedure has been successfully created. Just run by the routine, execute. I click on the execute and pass the value 1, that is my ID, and for the first ID the allowance is calculated by the 10% of salary, and the total is allowance plus salary. Here my salary is 50,000, allowance is 5,000 as 10% that we count, and the total salary is 55,000. Now I am going to work with the callable statement in this class demo in Callable. So as usual, my first work is to create a connection. So here I define a URL, JDBC MySQL localhost 3306. Employee is the name of my database. My username is root, and here I'm connecting with my SQL, so my password is empty. Let me set the connection. Driver manager dot get connection with URL, username and password. Here I define an object of callable statement, CLS equals to con.prepare call, and let me call my procedure emp_in with a parameter. You need to pass like prepared statement. So here I give the question mark. I have exactly one parameter, so I set the one question mark only, and now I am going to set the value of parameter. So my ID is an int format, so I use set int method to set the ID. My first parameter is, and value is 2, means second indexed employee. And here I call execute update because I want to update the database table through this emp_in procedure. Here I close the connection and close callable statement. If my execute update method returns 1, or I can say that greater than 0, that means my query has been successfully performed, and it returns some result. So here I use the ternary operator and get the result in it. If my query has been successfully performed, then it returns a message updated successfully. Otherwise, it can't update. This is my message. And I just print the value of res, that is result. Now, this is my entire code. And let me run my file. Run. And here I get the message updated successfully. Let us check on the browser on my database. Yes, here it calculates a result. You can find the result over here. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.